Pastor Hall and Mrs. Hall brought a group down from their church, and from Newburgh, Indiana. 10 folks came down, and I've known Pastor Hall for about a year and a half now, and we're standing on the property of the Riverside Baptist Church. Pastor Mac Locklear and his wife Marilyn have been missionaries in Jamaica 19 years, and your church has been supporting them for about 15 of those years, and this is the first time Pastor Hall has been able to come to the property and see where their support has been going to, and they're just doing tremendous work. We're standing here in about 2.5 acres. Behind, where you can't see right now, is the Noah's Ark Children's Home, and here we have the church, and man, God is just really blessing the ministry here. Something a little unique about this trip, we're spending the first few days with the Locklears, and then the last few days we're spending with the Wesleys, who are missionaries over in Spot Valley, Jamaica, also doing tremendous work. But I just want you to get to meet Pastor and Mrs. Hall, and their daughters came last year, if I remember that right, and they came back again. And so, Pastor Hall, I appreciate you coming down. I appreciate your friendship. Pastor Hall travels all over the place, and for him to take his time to come to Jamaica means a lot to the Locklears and also our ministry as well. So, Pastor Hall, appreciate it. Why don't you say something to those who may be watching?
I want to encourage the pastors that may be watching this video, as I have watched other videos of trips that Brother TJ has done. I want to encourage you to get a group of young people together and take a trip with Brother TJ and get your young people to have a heart not only for the Lord, but a vision for the world and what God can do all around the world. And an incredible educational time, incredible time to challenge them in their faith. And Brother TJ does a great job facilitating, put it together, and make sure that you're taken care of. And you're eating jerk chicken tremendously well in Jamaica. So I want to encourage the pastors, call Brother TJ and take a trip with him, whether it's in Jamaica, whether it's somewhere else around the world. But have a heart for the world, have a vision for what God can do around the world.
Something interesting that Pastor and Mrs. Hall told me was they were here 12 years ago for their 10-year wedding anniversary.
Yes.
And they were just a little bit farther down the island. And so, Miss Hall, you were here 12 years ago. Obviously, it was a totally different experience. And you've only been on the island for about 32 hours now, but you did go out and do some visiting today and saw the life a little bit. What would you say the biggest difference is from what you experienced on your anniversary trip as it is now as a mission trip?
I think the biggest thing was when we came, we were in an all-exclusive resort. We got to meet some of the people and speak to them. One girl in particular I remember. But the biggest thing is you are in a hotel, you're being catered to, and lovely people, but to come this time, we got to experience the culture more already, the true lifestyle. Seen things like that in other missions trip, but you know, today we saw a cruise ship that was just miles, from where we were out sailing, and the people are, living a life of luxury, and they don't even realize how close they are to poverty.
That's true. That's a very good point. Tonight, Brother Hall will be preaching here at the church, and then later on this week, we're going to be doing some other visiting at like I said, Brother Wesley's ministry, and then we'll be going to a children's home where the group will be doing some ministry there, and puppets and different things, and encouraging the children. Of course, the first and foremost purpose of any mission trip is to bring people to Christ and to help the ministries that we're working with. And then Sunday morning, Brother Hall is preaching for for Valley Baptist Church in Spot Valley, and then he's preaching again for Riverside Baptist Church. So just because you're not at home doesn't mean you're not going to preach 3 times this week.
Yeah, I hope our church members are watching
this.
Yeah,
appreciate it. And so, and then we'll wrap up the week doing some more stuff around the island. So we appreciate your prayers, and I look forward to giving some more updates throughout the week.